can do anything as a nurse. You can be in public policy, you can be an educator, you can care for patients, and you can work in any field. It's just a fun career.
Denver School of Nursing looks at a number of different things in looking at applicants. So we don't just look at GPA, which really makes us stand out. We value a student's experience in the healthcare field, as well as the time that they've spent volunteering, and so that's something we really focus on in our admissions process.
I did look at schools across the country, and I did come upon DSN through my extensive search. I felt like their program fit my lifestyle best in the sense that they had multiple start dates, the notable NCLEX pass rate, and the size of the cohorts.
One of the great things that we do here is we have an opportunity to do some simulation lab time where it's not just based on your clinical experience out in the field. We actually get a little bit of an opportunity to work in an environment beforehand, before touching actual patients, where it's a very controlled, very safe environment, something that gives us the opportunity to work in a scenario-based environment and sort of test our knowledge to this point, and also be challenged at things that we may not have learned yet as far as the critical thinking goes.
Can I get some pain medicine?
Here we go.
What simulation does is help connect theory and practice and help you find your voice. It's fantastic. And it is the way of healthcare today. It's in most major hospitals are using it. It's a requirement. So it doesn't just end in school. You continue it throughout your career. And they show that it improves so much for people.
I've had clinical instructors and nurses at the hospitals tell me that they were very impressed with our assessment skills. And that to me, gives me a lot of confidence in myself, but not only that, hey, they're actually teaching us the right stuff here, which is very encouraging.
All in all, I've had great clinical experiences. I've had amazing clinical instructors. I know that the connections I've made through these clinical facilities will definitely help me in my future career.
A lot of our students that go out on their clinicals, they end up getting placed at those clinicals because they're able to forge relationships with their unit manager. They're able to show how well they work with patients, how well they work with that staff. And from an employer standpoint, they're able to gauge that student's personality, their work ethic, the fact that they show up on time, and that's an easier decision for an employer to hire that student once they graduate and once they become licensed.
I think DSN prepared me very well because I got that clinical experience, so I have that familiarity and comfortableness with being inside hospitals, and I got really great placements with clinicals at DSN.
I think having a sense of community within the school is very important. They really get to rely on one another, kind of have somebody to lean on while they're going through the program, as it's very rigorous.
One of the most exciting programs at Denver School of Nursing is called the Global Health Perspectives program. It's a really neat program that's integrated into the DNA of Denver School of Nursing. When Denver School of Nursing students join on a Global Health Perspectives internship, they're not recreating the wheel or doing something new for the first time. They're partnering with local nonprofits, with healthcare professionals of that country, and joining in and aiding in.
When students come back from a mission trip, a service learning trip, they usually feel like their life has been transformed and that it's an experience that they'd never forget, something that they'll be able to take with them and apply when they become a professional nurse.
As far as developing a nurse for the job search or for their position as a registered nurse once they become licensed, is in two parts. First, the college working with employers, finding out exactly what they look for in a good nurse for their floor, tapping into new grad programs, and building relationships with the healthcare community and finding ways to get our graduates employed. The other half is working closely with our students. It's all about finding what our students' passion is, where they want to go, what direction they want to take their nursing career in, and how we're going to best help them get there.
Just last year I got promoted to clinical nurse coordinator, and I attribute that ladder being so quick for me to get up because of my teaching at Denver School of Nursing.
I think they prepared me really well in thinking, but also being independent, because this is a school that provides you with all the tools and the help that you need. I think they prepared me very well.